On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Drives inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Out wide right, it's Poole. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Handoff. Washington goes left. Down to 35. He's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like feature him, the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
The Huskies are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Washington.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Uh-oh, look out. Still on his feet at the 40. Turns it on down the left side. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 22, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And it's such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Let it go.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Makes one man miss.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. A give to Brown. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Motion from the wide receiver. Got an alley. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Canes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Williams to throw. Right down the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's down immediately, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Second and long here. Looking for room straight ahead. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Drops back on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. The Hurricanes want to move quickly. Quick give. It's Pringle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Canes looking to convert on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it to the right side. Finds his way for three out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Left side is Watkins. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams. That one's not even close.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Poole. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sends it back in motion. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Throws to the wideout. Almost picked off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He's changing the play. Williams unleashes one. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Williams will pass. He's going to take off. All kinds of time before he fires right. They'll make the stop after the big pickup through the air, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And they head to the locker room through quarters in the book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 18 team, the Pitt Panthers. And it's the Tar Heels setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Oh, what vision.
And you know,
wide open, and it's a foot race. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Handoff again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll run with Lyle. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Swapped immediately.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's a gift to Lyle. He breaks a tackle. Now, that's a really nice job by this defense maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. I still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Out wide right, it's Vaughn. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
One more time, it's Brown. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long.
And they fake. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and the finisher an 18-yard touchdown throw. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Throwing, Williams. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Washington right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Williams looking for a man. Going to take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Williams. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. Williams from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Castillo. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. Here's Williams to throw. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
It's 3rd and 5. They give it back to him. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Left side is Lutton. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Got it. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the gun. Nice way to knock that one down.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Brought down at the 8-yard line as he took that interception back inside the 10 to set up this offense. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Williams. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Poole. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression, so as soon as he feels it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Williams under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity